Yo, what's up guys? What is going on everybody over on the Simply Viral channel? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today we are jumping back into the world of Fortnite to take a look at the Season 6 Week 3 challenges. Of course, every single week, the weekly challenges do leak a little bit early, so we're able to bring you guys the challenge information so that when the challenges do actually release, you guys can hop on and know exactly what to do and exactly where to go to complete all of the weekly challenges. But before we go ahead and get into that, if you guys are brand new here to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on, and that way you never miss another upload. By turning on your channel notifications, YouTube will send you a message every single time we upload a new video here, so you can be the first person to watch, to like, and to comment on each and every new video. Speaking of commenting, if you guys are already a part of that notification squad, first off, thank you. Then of course, be sure to comment down below saying I subscribed or hashtag notification squad for your chance to be featured in our daily video shoutout, where you guys actually get your name and comment on a screen. And last but not least, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to let us know by giving it a big old thumbs up, slap that like button, it would be much appreciated. Now without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump in, let's take a look at the Season 6 Week 3 challenges. So just like every other week with the weekly challenges, we do have 3 free challenges and then 4 battle pass challenges, all varying in difficulty and reward. And actually, one challenge in specific this week is going to give us a completely new reward. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. Our very first challenge this week for week 3 is going to be to revive a player in different matches. You're gonna have to revive a player in 5 different matches in order to complete this challenge, which really isn't too bad, and it's gonna grant you 5 battle stars or 500 XP. Our next challenge here is going to be a staged challenge. It's going to be search a chest in Lonely Lodge. Then of course, with these weekly challenges, because they do leak early, we're not able to see the next couple of stages. So stage 2 is probably going to be something like search a chest in Retail Row or search a chest in Tilted Towers. But you're going to want to make sure you do check these challenges when they actually do release to know what the stage 2, stage 3, and maybe even stage 4 part of the challenge is. And as I mentioned, one of these challenges is going to give us a secret reward. Well, this one is actually looking like it's going to give us some sort of new spray or icon in game that looks like a chest opening. We've actually never seen a reward like this come from the weekly challenges, but it's interesting now. Maybe we'll start seeing some different rewards other than just battle stars and XP. Then moving on, our third challenge this week of the free challenges and also our first hard challenge of the week is going to be ring the doorbell of a house with an opponent inside. And this is an interesting challenge. You're gonna have to ring 5 doorbells of houses that have enemies in them. This is super specific. I feel like this challenge is actually going to be really hard. Now, it is labeled as a hard challenge, meaning it's gonna give you 10 battle stars or 1000 XP, but you have to ring a doorbell on a house that you have an enemy inside of. So there's a couple things in play here. You have to have an enemy inside of this house. You have to be able to ring the doorbell, and you gotta just hope you're not dying in the process because there is an enemy inside of the house. So this will be a pretty interesting challenge. We'll see how hard this one turns out to be, but it definitely off the bat sounds like it might be pretty difficult. So those were our first 3 challenges for this week. Those were the free challenges. Now we can move on to our 4 battle pass challenges. Our first one is also going to be a staged challenge like the previous search a chest and Lonely Lodge stage challenge, though we only have the first stage because they are leaking early. We won't be able to see the upcoming stages until they actually release. But stage 1 of this challenge is to visit Risky Reels and Wailing Woods in a single match. So it seems like you're gonna have to visit similar and pretty close in locations. That was kind of confusing, but you're gonna have to visit 2 locations in a match that are relatively close to each other. So maybe stage 2 will be something like visit Retail Row and Salty Springs, or visit Tilted Towers and Loot Lake, something like that. We're just gonna have to wait and see for those next stages though, but we do know stage 1 here, and that actually is pretty easy since Wailing Woods and Risky Reels are literally right next to each other. Moving on, we've got another really fun challenge. This one's pretty interesting. You need to hit a player with a tomato from 20 meters away or more. This one, I don't know if this can count on teammates, if it has to be enemies. If it is counting on teammates, it'd be super easy to just drop into squads or duos or even 50 versus 50 and just have your teammates stand a little bit away from you and then throw a tomato at them. If it's enemies, this one is gonna be a little bit difficult. You're gonna have some great tomato aim to actually hit an enemy with a tomato from 20 meters away or more. That is an easy challenge though. According to the reward, it is 5 battle stars or 500 XP. Now we get our second hard challenge of the week, and this one is shoot 3 targets at different shooting galleries. So it says 0 out of 5 for this. I'm assuming you're gonna have to shoot a total of 15 targets, and this also means we're gonna be getting some shooting gallery areas around the map. If you guys remember, last season we actually got those little like duck hunting setups where we'd have to shoot the rubber ducky out of the air. Maybe this is similar to that, where there's just standing stationary targets, and we're gonna have to shoot 3 of them at 5 different shooting galleries, making for a total of 15 different targets. Like I said, that is considered a hard challenge, so you'll get 10 battle stars or 1000 XP for completing it. And then our final challenge for this week, guys, is to eliminate an opponent in different matches. You're going to have to eliminate at least 1 opponent in 10 different matches. This will also reward you with 10 battle stars or 1000 XP, as it is also considered a hard challenge. And there you guys have it. Those are the 7 challenges here for week 3 of season 6. However, it's not done yet. Like every other week, once we show you guys what the challenges are, once we actually explain what these challenges are leaking for each week, we like to go through and give you guys the best tips and tricks to complete these challenges fast and as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead, let's dive into that. Reviving a player in different matches, I think this is going to be the easiest to do in a LTM like 50 versus 50, where you have the opportunity to revive a bunch of different people. Or you could actually sort of cheese this system and just go and play squads, land with a squad mate and have him jump off of like a high place and take fall damage and go down, or blow himself up with a sticky or a grenade or something, and then revive him, and just do that in 5 different matches. I feel like that is a way to sort of get around the system and cheese the system a little bit, but if you're looking to do this legit, 50 versus 50 is definitely the way to go. Searching a chest in Lonely Lodge, that stage challenge, that's just RNG. We've got the chest challenges back. Unfortunately, they're my least favorite challenges every week, but they're actually not too bad. Lonely Lodge has a ton of different chest spawns, and all you have to do is search 1. So just make sure you land Lonely Lodge, get down to the ground as fast as possible, and know exactly for which chest spawn you're aiming for. That way you can go straight for it, and you're not running around looking while everybody else is landing. Ringing the doorbell of a house with an opponent inside. Like I said, I think this one might be a pretty hard challenge. The only tip I would have for this is, maybe land a little bit later than everybody else and pay attention to where exactly all the enemies that have landed before you are going, and aim for the houses that enemies have already started to go into so that you're able to complete this challenge. So if you pull your glider a little bit early than everybody else and you're, say, dropping in Pleasant Park, you're going to know exactly which houses have people in them, so you're able to actually go in and ring those doorbells without having to worry about that enemy knowing that you're right outside. Then moving on, our next stage challenge, the visiting Risky Reels and Wailing Woods in a single match. They're right next to each other. If you get lucky and your bus is on that side of the map for a 50 versus 50 mode, there you go. That's a super easy challenge. If not, really, these aren't super high action places. The gameplay here is not super high octane, so it probably won't be too hard to run between Wailing Woods and Risky Reels in one match. Or honestly, if you're playing Soarin' 50s, if that's still a thing when the challenge is released this week, you're just able to jump off a couple of hills and you'll be able to get from Risky Reels to Wailing Woods pretty quickly. Then hitting a player with a tomato from 20 meters away or more. Like I said, you might be able to cheese this challenge too if it counts by doing it on a teammate. So you can go into squads or duos or whatever the LTM is going to be and maybe hit a teammate with a tomato from 20 meters away or more. But if it is an enemy, you're just gonna have to get lucky. Maybe you can find somebody who's AFK, maybe go and drop with all the AFK players on a certain battle bus and see if you can maybe get one that is standing still and hit them like that. That's probably gonna be the easiest and the quickest way to complete that challenge, unless you're just Randy Johnson over here and you can throw a strike no matter what and hit anybody with a tomato from any distance away. Then in that case, you got this challenge in the books. Moving on, shooting 3 targets at different shooting galleries. This one is just going to take a little bit of time because you're actually going to have to find the shooting galleries and then shoot the targets, and chances are there's going to be other people going for this challenge, which means that they're going to have guns also shooting at these targets. So if you are trying to complete this challenge fast, make sure you do have a gun, make sure you probably have some health. If not 100 health, definitely try and get some shield, and you're probably going to want to take out anybody else who is at these shooting galleries just in case they try and turn on you if you're trying to complete this challenge. And then finally, eliminating an opponent in 10 different matches. This one's not too bad. All you have to do is eliminate 1 opponent in 10 different matches. You could even do this in 50 versus 50. I'm pretty sure if somebody knocks a guy and you actually get the elimination by killing the knocked player, I'm pretty sure that counts as an actual elimination. So all you got to do is kill 1 person in 10 different matches. This shouldn't take too long, and it's honestly pretty easy since it's only 1 kill per match. And there you guys have it. Those are the week 3 challenges for season 6 here of Fortnite. Hopefully we helped you guys out. If we did, be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel with your channel notifications turned on. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for tuning in once again. Take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.